They all look the same.
So yeah, and it's game and they're 3-story apartments, and they all look the same, and it's very tight. And that system shows all the stops there shows it as one apartment. So I have to go through and find all the different ones and then break them up and go deliver them all. So instead of 50, I'm probably at like 162. Yeah, the first 2 weeks it got me where I was like, where I delivered it all up to the front door. I'm like, wait a minute, all to that one place. So I had to go load all of it back up and take it to all the different apartments.
Are we just sticking together, bro?
No.
Okay. I'll put myself on the objective. You can do whatever you're doing. There's something so funny about your note of me. What was that?
Have you seen anything about Night Rain? Elden Ring?
No. No, I haven't.
I mean, if you watch the trailer, it is multiplayer, so we can play it when it comes out.
Is that the arena-based thing, like where it's core defense, or is that the other one?
It's like a survival one. They're like 40-minute runs. It's kind of roguelike.
I never would have expected them to take their engine and then just start throwing whatever at it. It's kind of funny to me now.
Well, and if you think about it, the main thing people wanted was like that seamless gameplay for Elden Ring, and they put out a mod for it. But you know, this one's like, hey, you know, you guys just want to fight shit? Here you go. And they pulled in monsters from some of the other From Software IPs. So they're monsters that are not in Elden Ring that they ported in from other games.
Okay.
Have they put out, I don't even know if they confirmed it. Are they going to do things where there's like multi-factions and missions?
I have no idea what you're talking about. If you're still talking about Elden Ring, I've not watched the trailer, so I have no idea.
Helldivers.
Oh, for Helldivers, they're still doing the thing where they do what then?
Multiple factions in one mission, like Illuminate and Terminids or some shit.
We've not had
stuff
any
like
of that happening yet, though the player base keeps thinking it's close because we're starting to have the Galactic map start mixing rather disgustingly with the Illuminate.
Cowpod launch
But
initiated.
not seen that yet.
What are your thoughts on the thing with Pope Francis?
Huh? What about Pope Francis?
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it?
I don't have any. Dude's dead.
How do you want to
I love you, dude. Whatever you're asking me, it's not gonna be true.
I'm in my car.
I know. I'm trying, but oh man.
I don't know why the reception's so bad today.
It's so funny that now you're crystal clear. It's just
pulled my phone up. I'm pulling it up.
Gotcha. So, as you were saying something about the Pope.
Well, I know you're not Catholic. I just figured I'd ask because, you know, as far as I know, that has ramifications on. Fuck, I don't know, man.
The Catholic Church and Protestantism in general had a schism like 1,500 years ago. It's not that we don't talk, but like they do not really affect us largely in the world because we're not like hostile to each other at the moment.
They're not invited to the barbecue.
They're not invited to the barbecue, is what Josh said.
Well, some of them are, as long as they're cool.
Yeah, there's some cool ones out there.
but in that, like, just a grander political thing, I think it was funny how he said he was criticizing Trump wanting to put up a wall around or on the southern border. I'm like, I'm sorry, is there not a wall around the Vatican? Like,
You.
what? Like, it's inhumane. It's like, dude, you have a wall around the Vatican. Like, what are you talking about? And now they have to go into that room until they grow another potato, right?
I believe that is the official process. Yes.
I got the terminal. Requesting air support.
So what's really goofy about the whole thing, I think the best part of this, and I know it's sad that, you know, guy dies and the best part is the JD Vance memes, but it's really the JD Vance meme. The Grim
Yeah.
Reaper JD Vance is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
You realize if these memes keep up and people have that when they think of JD Vance, they just laugh because of all the memes that if he runs in the next election, he's going to become president.
It's,
Because
it,
they're like,
it
oh,
would just,
yeah, look at that guy.
it would just be such a meme. Like, how did you win the presidency? People have made memes about me relentlessly for 6 years, and I just simply accepted my fate.
Or you just have to hope he doesn't make a meme coin, because that is where the jokes go to die.
He can't be corporate where he makes his own memes too often, you know?
Yeah, like,
Because once
he can
corporate does it, it's
piggyback
not
on it.
funny.
Yeah, like piggyback on it, let people make those memes, but, you know. Oh, fuck, it's so funny.
Tagging map. West. Far. Unleashing democracy.
I love this guy.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to go to the
Do
citizens.
whatever you want, buddy. You said you weren't gonna stick with me. That's fine. You were open about your intentions for this mission.
Squid outpost spotted.
I mean, you're just still getting us at speed. It's not like you're sitting there fighting a horde in an empty city like P4 is, you know?
Sending in an eagle.
We need to repeal the 19th Amendment.
I love all those female accounts on Twitter that just say the same thing. Most of those accounts are just classy.
Well, if you're not going to repeal it, at least modify it to where that if you want to vote, then you have to sign up for civil service, or if shit hits the fan. Because I'm not a big fan of women voting for us all to have to go die on the front lines if you know, they feel a little bit too bad because of that time of the month one day.
Sending in an eagle.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
In all fairness, though,
Sentry.
like,
No, you buffoon! Sorry, the guy I'm with just let, not Josh, but the guy in the lobby I'm with just let a scout strider see him. Keep going.
Liberty is the hell diver. Dropping package.
What?
Dropping package.
Anyway, continue, please.
Package acquired.
about, the 19th.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just like, you know, ladies, you know, we tried this for a little bit. We have, you know, all of recorded history to show that this is an anomaly. Doesn't work. So we're gonna go back to being in charge, and you can just stew about it, and hey, it'll work better for you because then you can actually feel oppressed for a little bit.
I just killed like 4 citizens. I'm stupid.
New mag! It's the Helldivers!
I found a Christian like memes Twitter today that like I kept laughing because almost every single one of them was just good fun. And it's been a while since I found one of those that isn't just super edgy. They're probably all just Facebook posts that some guys were posting. But you know.
These citizens are just taking straight sand to the face.
They are not walking with the speed of Liberty's wings.
Wow, he dead.
He did.
He didn't even finish the mission.
Calling down a support weapon! Democracy has been well delivered. May your extraction be swift.
Pardon me. Did you enjoy the onomatopoeia?
I didn't notice it.
For shame.
All I heard was a sad grunt.
I slammed myself against the wall with my jump jet.
Requesting air support!
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Calling in extraction! Sentry!
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Requesting advanced weaponry!
ETA
Requesting
T-minus 2
backpack!
minutes.
You know, you got this, right?
Yeah, I got this.
I'll leave my samples. I'll be RB. I'm gonna jump on that Jeep, fly all the way up there, and throw a mini nuke on the OBJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I just hope they know what you're saying.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go launch a nuke at that lab. Please don't use it.
Sending in an eagle!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
This thing drives like it's missing a tire, but it has all its tires. I don't know how to feel.
Incompetent.
How dare you?
Well, if the Jeep is not the problem, then
I said, how dare you?
ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Oh yeah. No. It reminds me of that. Yeah. Just jeez.
Seconds. Clear landing zone.
I don't think we need it back.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
What happened? You lost the Jeep?
The Jeep got tumbled.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
And it just flings you out, right?
Yeah. I was enjoying the Dune buddying too much. They don't have to do it on the ship. We'll see. We'll see.
I think it'd be really funny if they just put the option to put a seatbelt on when you're in it, so you don't get flung at. No.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Ooh, whoever done on the ship is lovely. That was like perfectly timed. I know I'm gonna make this one.
You're just a tumbling torso on my screen.
I really have been tumbling a lot this round.
Launch countdown complete.
But I got the torso glitch where it's just a torso.
Pelican 1 beginning
No legs, no arms.
It's such a horrifying glitch to witness and behold. What do you think of the 5122 Bible reading plan, Joshua?
I don't think I'm familiar.
You give it about 5 seconds of thought, and I guarantee you, just on the level of Christianity that you are, you'll know what the 5122 plan is.
I'm honest, homie. I don't. 5122.
So it is a daily Bible reading plan where you start your day by reading 5 chapters of Psalms, 1 chapter of Proverbs, 2 chapters of the Old Testament, and 2 chapters of the New Testament, starting in Genesis and Matthew. Sorry. Yeah, Matthew. And so the whole bit is that you'll read the entirety of the New Testament twice in a year. You read the Old Testament once. You read through Psalms and Proverbs 12 times.
Sounds
I
cool.
That was the code to your chastity belt, Vanilla.
You thought that was the code? You know what? I should do that.
Always good to have another hero on board.
I should totally
Mission coordinates
like
locked.
change all my pin codes to that, and then like when I'm dating a woman, I'm like, you can have the access to everything when you figure out my Bible reading plan, and that's all I tell her.
Go. Go.
Oh, that is
Orbit
goofy.
synchronized.
I'm sorry, that's so funny to me. I don't know why.
I'm glad.
Oh man. Do you think the laser cannon's any good? Probably is.
Shouldn't you know about how much you played that game by now?
You have to realize that every faction is just different, and I don't know everything. Once you realize that, you'll treat me a little bit more kindness.
Like, get good, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Launch initiated.
Oh shoot! I don't have a way to blow up shield generators on their ships. That's what I'm missing. That's kinda goofy.
Use your sidearm. What is your sidearm?
shadow of neither
An
death
ultimatum.
nor security, but justice is your cause.
Dropping a pin, southeast, 100 meters.
Alright. I'll catch you guys later.
See ya, man.
Bye.
Freedom requires firepower.
Okay, the laser cannon does pop the ships.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Whoops, I died.
I will throw you back out where your stuff is at.
Thank you.
Reporting to the front.
So the laser cannon will melt ships, but it is not a fast boy at doing it.
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Calling in a hell bomb. Freedom forever. Requesting air support. Engaging terminal. Hellbomb armed. Clear the area.
I need to revive. That walker just like so casually turned the corner. That was goofy looking. Wow, no one did the SAM site? That's rude.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Dropping package.
Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
What did you do?
I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Oh, it must have been him. He did something.
Ah, yes. There's a lot of heat on Toast right now. He is probably the one to blame. First objective should be a mini nuke if he didn't put it up.
He did.
He just stood there, AFK.
Squid!
This mission is really stuffed. I'm starting to think maybe I need to just go back to my commando days where I rock the correct rocket launcher to take care of my threats. Let's stop trying to fit something that already fits.
Or you could
Then
play
again-
roleplay a cadet.
You know, their cadet loadout is okay. It's not bad, but I gotta be real with you. I'm not a big fan of the machine gun just because of like the whole stationary reloading portion. And I'm really anal about like, is my magazine full for the next fight? And so I just like end up throwing away like, you know, hundreds of rounds every time.
Say hello to democracy.
Tac inbound.
But you're not wrong.
Advanced weaponry. Supplies, north. Squid outpost spotted. Found something.
You need to add like 100 flat damage per second to the laser cannon.
Hmm.
It's just slightly underperforming.
Calling down a sentry.
Requesting orbital.
Requesting orbital.
Seriously? It just... Dude, I'm telling you, laser cannon is just drunk sometimes. In a way that just infuriates me.
Wine is a mocker.
I'm not sure how that phrase fits the current sentiment, but okay.
Outpost cleared.
He said the laser cannon was drunk, and it
Oh,
infuriates you.
yeah. That was the word drunk. That checks out. That checks out.
Requesting air support. Aiming at an eagle.
Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Throwing grenade. Found something. Requesting air support.
Outpost destroyed.
Requesting sentry. Found something. Sending in an eagle.
Requesting sentry.
Every time the sentry bounces off where I'm trying to throw it, I just cry a little bit more. I'm like, no, I put you there because you were going to be efficient, and now you're just a turd.
Squids.
Found something.
Dropping a pin. South, 50 meters.
Moving item. Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver. Extraction shuttle inbound.
Thank you, Josh.
T-minus 2 minutes.
You're welcome.
Courtney.
Tagging map.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds. T-minus 1 minute.
Jeez, it's hot over here. Okay. Well, you know what time it is?
What was that a parody of?
Betty Kills.
Right.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Calling down a sentry. Pelican 1 approaching pickup. Pelican 1 landing sequence initiated. Watch where you're standing.
That was a little close. Don't you think?
Yeah, I
Countdown.
thought he had said the second was explosive, not a high yield. Oh, we did not wait for them at all. We did it in like 5 more seconds. I love the stim, the pause system. He's like, I'm gonna need
Countdown
this.
complete. We have nothing else. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Today you carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
Aw, Schwindy.
Schwingy.
Schwindy. He's one of my favorite YouTubers ever.
Schwingy.
Schwindy. Here, let me send you a link. You won't like him because he's a content creator for a game that you haven't ever voiced any interest in playing. But his videos, he's very good at video editing, and he's just kind of classy. In fact, I know exactly what video to send you. Let me see, where is it? He should have this is Path to Bedsall video. Where is it? There it is! There it is. This video, man, it's one of the best videos I've ever seen.
Always good to have another hero on board.
I'd love to hear like a reaction video of seeing you watch this.
The Galactic War.
Arcarian left.
Hellpods prime. Engaging orbital thrusters. Orbit synchronized.
Sorry, I wasn't sure how close you were following me. It was pretty close.
We are the Aga Bros.
We are. When I find a wife, she'll have to be Strawberry, Blitzada, or something. And then we become the Neapolitan powerhouse. The Neapolitan something Christian related. I don't know, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Actually, I am gonna play a cadet loadout. Thank you. That sounds fun. Eagle Strafe and Run? Eagle Airstrike? Shoot. They're both just kind of bad. Eagle Strafe and Run, I think. And then Machine Gun Sentry. Let's go. Equip the proper helmet. My CO1 for.
Do you know if the Eagle 500 kg takes out like monuments and stuff?
When you say monuments, do you mean like? So it used to be that nukes would destroy it, but they don't. I believe the portable hell bomb still will, but the 500 kg does not, and the ultimatum no longer does either. So they stopped it from being a precision strikes worth the damage. Does that make sense? If you take an orbital hell bomb, it will kill it because it's the same thing, but the other ones no. You know, I don't need to be entirely cadet, do I? Because a cadet starting pistol and grenade is not well suited to the VZ at all.
Nah, throw it out. Get it out of here.
As in only the cadet one, or throw out like the starting weapons.
What's ever not optimal.
All right, cool beans. Probably something more optimal. Hey, you know, after this match, would you be willing to throw up a stream and then let me like watch that video with you? Because I know that you're not gonna understand like, parts of it. Okay. But that for the most part, it's a really like if you haven't played PoE before, it's a fun video to watch too. Ooh, no Helltide. Well, that word's gone. Resupply down near me.
Defend democracy at any cost.
Got super credits.
Very nice. Very nice.
To the skies!
It is almost always in the little. Oh.
Oh.
The black box isn't there. I was gonna say it's always usually in this little cove that's like right by the drop ship. But you found it in a completely different spot, so I just feel wrong. No,
Ow.
that just went through the Illuminate and killed you. I think it like headshot you too. It was wild. I am so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Kinda looks like it was meant for me there.
Not at all. Never. I am not Cody.
I believe you.
The
Heavy, northeast. Calling in orbital strike. Close.
woo! Wow, that didn't kill him. Okay.
Did you call an extraction?
No.
Or not an extraction, but a resupply?
Earlier, at the very start of the map. Wait, why is it saying the black box isn't here anymore? Oh, we got the bug. Okay. Yeah, that machine gun sentry distracted them for all of about 15 seconds.
Could you repeat that, please? Because I didn't catch that.
The machine gun sentry distracted them for all of 15 seconds.
Sending in an
It
eagle.
was not very effective.
Found something.
Yeah, they be speeding now.
Rare sample acquired. Got a sample.
There's supplies over here.
Supplies. Activating jump pack.
I'm trying to find him, I just don't see him, man.
Well, you have these wonderful things called eyes in your head.
Dropping tech.
Man, Josh woke up today and ate some hate flakes, didn't he? You just some real sass coming from him today, huh? I
Hate
respect
flakes.
it. There was a girl at work the other day. She's like 40, by the way, so this is not like anything at all suggesting like interest in her. But we walk home together quite a bit because she lives like 2 blocks away near Lee's Chicken. Actually, this is like 4 blocks away. You get the point. She's close enough that it's not weird. Anyway, she commented about how like nobody loves her and just a bunch of other crap, and how certain people just like always have something like rude to say to her or whatever. And I looked at her and I'm like, look, just because somebody spit in their cereal doesn't mean that we have to react like, you know, our cereal was also spit in. And she looked at me and she's like, I have never heard that in my life. And so I said all of that to ask you, have you ever heard the phrase someone spit in his cereal or oatmeal or whatever?
I've heard a variant with piss instead of spit.
Dang, I died. I'll take a revive. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Rare sample acquired.
that a buddy bunker? No. I doubt it's sighted. Oh, I cannot see anything. Oh man. There it is. Found Sam. Not Sam.
I got the terminal.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna go turn the wheel.
Hey, I don't know if you can hear this, but
Sample collected. Rare sample acquired. New mag.
But
you can't hear my character saying it now.
I'm on it.
When you click the terminal, and you read it, you can hit Q while doing it, but it won't stop. But what it'll do is your character will then say, if you're viewing the terminal and then keying it, you just hit the Q button, they'll read out what the objective is. So for this case, she'll just say north. And so when you're looking at the other thing, you just wait until the dish is pointing north. It's a little hard to describe, but I don't know when they added it. They actually added a text that tells you to relay the information by holding Q.
Allied destroyer joining squadron. Deploying Helldiver.
I took damage from something.
I don't know.
You have ignited the torches of liberty. Extraction awaits.
100 meters.
Requesting orbital strike.
And it still didn't kill him.
Heavy on my position.
I got spotted.
To the sky.
Outpost clear. You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Dropping a pin. North. 300 meters.
Calling down a support weapon.
Found something!
Squid outpost spotted.
Requesting sentry.
Sample collected. Activating jump
30
pack.
minutes remaining.
Requesting orbital strike.
To the skies.
Rare sample acquired.
Requesting air support.
Calling in extraction.
Squid outpost!
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Affirmative.
ETA T-minus 2 minutes.
Tech pack inbound.
Calling down supplies.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
Calling down a set. Sending in an eagle. Calling in orbital strike.
Rare sample acquired.
ETA T-minus 1 minute 30 seconds.
Attacking map. Northeast. Far.
That machine gun turret is going hard over there. You see that thing?
How'd you like to taste of
Mhm.
freedom?
Oh,
You
homie.
gotta be kidding me. I turned around and that guy. Oh man, I'm so bad at video games. Alrighty.
T-minus 20 seconds.
Requesting air support.
T-minus 10 seconds.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
Seriously?
Pelican 1 landing
Okay.
in progress.
Calling down a sentry. Calling down a support weapon. Requesting air support.
I'm waiting a sec for them to finish this game. I'm not completely heartless.
Dropping a pin. Southeast. Far.
Okay, I played chicken with arms
Reinforcing.
I wish you would have seen that. That was so stupid. Oh, it was one of the funniest things I've ever done.
Reinforcements.
You know, like the whole meme in westerns about like make them dance, and then like start walking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I started doing that with the harvester, and he was just like, "No," and then he just traced his laser back and forth and beat up me.
Have a taste of democracy.
How'd you like to taste of freedom? Calling down a sentry.
They are taking their sweet molasses time, aren't they?
Yeah, we're gonna do this shit.
Countdown initiated.
It's our mission.
8-bit further.
Tagging map. West. 300 meters.
Have a taste of democracy.
I love the frantic pings of the map after we've already gotten on the ship.
Extraction complete.
You did this thing where you hold the Q button down on an objective that you don't want, and your character will say, "I don't need it," and so he did that to the extraction ship. That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. Wait, did you know that you could do that?
No.
Okay, so if there's ever a stratagem that you don't need or don't want or whatever, after someone else pings it, you can look at it, hold the Q button while looking just slightly above it, and your character will say, "I don't want it." You did that while looking at the instructions. Oh, that's so funny. Alright, man.
I wish I had some Pop Tarts.
You want Pop-Tarts when you're about to go to bed? That's like so not smart.
Why is that not smart?
One, you really shouldn't eat like 3 hours before bed. It should be like a minimum of 3 hours. Especially if you're eating like between an hour or less before bed, that's just not good for you. Your body's digestive system is slow and I'll let you look it up on your own time. But beyond that, Pop-Tarts are like just pure sugar and crap. They're tasty sometimes, but like they're just pure sugar and crap.
Tasty.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Alrighty.
Let's play.
Alrighty.
What's going on
Alright, I'm hopping off. What happened? Oh, just the
You cut off.
Stop the HUD again. Right.
Yeah.
before. Every time. Throw the stream, my guy.
I will. as soon as I figure out how. You know,
Like, how did? Huh?
yes.
Industry, you just hit the little monitor with an arrow button.
Helldivers across
The
the
share your
galaxy
screen
are
button.
fighting for every inch of territory. You join them.
You know what I'm guessing?
What?
I'm guessing you didn't remember to donate your crap.
You're right. Dang, I have to do that. Alright. Liberty requires sample donations. And I am part of that call. Why do I still not gone and gotten that achievement to kill a turtle resupply pod? That is like...
I feel
That is
like
such an
it's
easy
happened,
thing.
but it's not rendering the achievement.
Yeah, like... Hey! My playtime is almost due. I gotta play like 25 more minutes. Oh wait, no, I'm already past it. 3.14159. Yeah, okay, I'm past it.
Okay, now that I had to go and end Helldivers and Task Manager because the screen was just frozen on the exit game screen.
Gotcha. Samples have been donated to the cause of liberty. I am 225 samples away from completing the very first war bond. Alright. I'm now watching your stream. It includes my own audio. Delicious.
So is this the one?
Yes.
The sweetest moments deserve the boldest flavors. Like our new concrete mixers and lemon ice coolers.
Hey there, have you ever wondered what it would be like to run around slaying thousands of monsters without wearing pants? Well, boy, have I got the game for you. This is Path of Exile. This, too, is Path of Exile. Yep, you guessed it. This is also Path of Exile. This is my cat Jinx. Isn't she cute? This game is actually insane. In-depth character building? Check. Hundreds of skills to choose from? Check. Thousands of unique items? Check. Engaging endgame content? Check. An actual trade economy that is probably the closest thing to a real-world economy in a game? Check. PhD level crafting? Check. Tedious and annoying inventory management? Check. Shitty trade system gated behind a small paywall? Check. Constant nerfs? Check. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Is this supposed to be a fun video? Oh yeah, right. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Path of Exile is a huge humongous game, so let me start from the beginning. The first challenge you'll face is this absolute mess of a screen. Now, you being the proud gamer that you are will feel compelled to tick all of these boxes, but this is an absolute noob trap that Mr. Chris Smarks-a-Lot Wilson has laid out for you. Do not fall for it. Instead, pick this one here so you can join me and thousands of others in our complete dissatisfaction with the state of trading. Choose your preferred flavor of local crackhead as your class and begin your adventure. You wake up on the beach, press the shiny skip tutorial button because you're a real gamer. You don't need none of that shit. Kill some local corpses, run circles around this guy, and quickly realize what the hell you're getting yourself into.
Okay, you're good to go.
100%.
That ad timing is
It's
awful.
everything I need for my golf simulator.
Or
Don't worry though, there are no wrong answers as to how you build your characters, because no matter what you do, your first character is absolutely going to suck. The best advice I have for you is to get a life. Sorry, I meant get life. Yeah, totally meant that. Definitely not get a life. That would be so rude of me. I mean, come on, we just met. After talking to locals that are only slightly less crazy than those you're going to be spending hours killing, you can really get started on your quest to kill each and every worship god in Rayclast. Yeah, you're not exactly a good guy here.
I'm the bad guy.
As you progress through the campaign, you'll gain access to all kinds of new skills that come in the form of gems. For the lore nuts out there, you may find it fun to know that initially, these gems will be implanted inside people's bodies in order to gain access to their superpowers. Wow, so metal. But modern technology has found a way around that. Just place these gems in the sockets in your gear and voila, you can use these skills for yourselves, cause lore. At this point, you'll probably be thinking something along the lines of, oh my god, there are so many different builds I can play. This is awesome. Let me stop you right there though. There are really only two builds in Path of Exile. Righteous Fire and not Righteous Fire. Why would you willingly put yourself through the pain of having to press buttons while playing, resulting in decades of wrist pain, when you could just be this guy and feel no pain at all? Honestly though, the build variety in this game is actually completely insane. Anyone who tells you otherwise is probably incapable of ever experiencing joy and is hoping to find their life's purpose in a video game. You can go melee, you can go spells, you can go bows, you can go minions, you can go totems, you can go traps, you can go mines, you can go crafts and crit, you can go whatever this is. Look, anything you can think of is probably possible. It may not be any good, but there are so many different combinations of skills, skill trees, ascendancies, and items that you can do anything you want, sweetie. And that is a fact. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the campaign. During the 10-ish hour long campaign, look, I know your favorite streamer does it in 3, I just don't have time to play 26 hours a day like them, okay? I'm sorry. During the 12-ish hour long campaign, you'll meet all kinds of crazy people, get lost in the Val runes, kill this outdated boss, fight the crazy lady, kill her, kill him, find her and fight her again, she becomes your friend, kill her for real this time, and then kill him, this statue, a crab, and then get lost in the other Val place. Look, if you're in a Val area, you're gonna be lost, that's just how it goes. Then you kill a spider, some more statues, sexy this time though, this abomination, and finally, the final boss of the campaign, Kitava. Again.
Congratulations, you have completed the tutorial.
Yeah, if you quit at this point, you're pretty much missing out on like 99% of the fun. Welcome to the endgame, aka maps.
It's Way Day at Wayfair. Score doorbuster deals like this. Wayfair sleep mattress for $169.99.
Maps are these
It's
items that you'll find while
YouTube.
killing monsters that you can place in your map device to open up portals to a new zone where your objective is to go and kill a whole bunch of monsters on your way to the boss, kill the boss, and then hopefully find another map while you're in there. They come in different tiers which increase in difficulty, culminating in some really epic boss fights completely separate from the campaign. For every map you complete for the first time, you get a point to put in your Atlas passive tree, because yes, one passive tree was not enough. So Path of Exile. This allows you to customize your endgame experience in whatever way you see fit. Do you like Legion? Focus on these. Like tower defense? Get some blight notes. Love crafting? Grab the harvest notes. Have no idea what I'm talking about? No problem, there's a note for that too. You can do whatever the heck you want, and really
That's
this
actually
is when
real?
Path of Exile's endgame shine. Well, that plus the incredible feeling and power you get when you're playing an absolute Giga Chad build. Although admittedly it does take a while to get to that point, especially if you have no idea what you're doing, which like I'm assuming is probably most of you. The good news is that the game does a good job of teaching you how all of these systems work, and there's an excellent in-game guide that answers all your questions, so you'll never have to look anything up on wait, what? Whew, I think I got mixed up with another game. Oops, my bad. Path of Exile actually tells you nothing, and the in-game guide is complete trash. You'll have to look everything up on the correct wiki and probably follow a build guide if you want to have a smooth first experience, and even then it might not be enough. Thankfully, there are dozens of us nerds community members who put together guides and make third-party tools that help make things a little bit less daunting. Although at the same time, having to look up guides and tools can be daunting in itself, so yeah. On the one hand, it's pretty awesome that there are players willing to put their time to help make the game more enjoyable for others and easier to get into, but on the other hand, that has led to things like this happening.
And it's worth noting, we do have an API, so if the public want to take the API and implement it better than us or faster than us, they're welcome to do so.
Now, out of context, that doesn't sound so bad, but trust me, if you know, you know. Moving on, let's talk about those bosses I mentioned earlier.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
The sweetest moments deserve the boldest flavors, like our new concrete mixers and lemon ice coolers.
Eventually, if you put up with Path of Exile's ridiculous learning curve long enough, you'll reach some absolutely wild bosses. The first two bosses you'll likely encounter are these guys, which are, interesting. And then you'll meet their bosses, these guys, which also have really interesting fights. Now, you'll probably meet this woman next, and she's actually kind of interesting. Finally, there's these guys, which lead to this guy, and then these guys that lead to this guy, and then these guys that lead to this guy, and then there's the one where you fight these two guys at the same time called Uber Elder, and then you know what? Players said bosses weren't challenging enough, so GGG said, fuck it, Uber Elder. Listen, there are plenty of fun bosses to fight in Path of Exile, so if that's your thing, awesome. Just know that it'll take you hundreds of hours to get to them probably, and most of them aren't worth doing unless you specialize your Atlas tree for them and literally spend hours just farming the same boss over and over. All thanks to the economy. Speaking of the economy, holy shit, dude. I know someone in the comments is going to tell me I'm wrong and point out some obscure game nobody has heard of, but man, this is probably the closest thing to a real-world economy in a video game. Look, here's a site that keeps track of the value of all kinds of items in real time with graphs and links and percentage increases and all that good stuff that comes with money-related things. Look, I'm no economist. I literally know nothing about real-world economies, but I do know a thing or two about Path of Exiles.
Way Wayfair's biggest sale of
Your
the year
YouTube
is here.
hates me.
Right now, score up to 80% off.
This is a chaos.
I think it's
You
just
will find
YouTube in
several of these
general.
On your Path of Exile journey.
No,
If
like,
you read
I
the
don't have
description,
any
which
ads on
nobody
my
does
video.
anymore, by the way. I blame TikTok. You'll see that it reforges a rare item with new random properties. So, what does that mean? Well, if you have a rare item like, say, this crappy belt, you can use a Chaos Orb on it, and it will randomly change the stats that it has to something also crappy. Cool, right? Well, you'll probably never really want to use it in this way. Instead, a Chaos Orb is used like this. Yeah, Chaos Orbs are dollars. 200 or so Chaos Orbs equals a Divine, which is big money. Every single freaking item you find that has any value can be traded for some currency, which can then be traded for either Chaos Orbs or Divines. All the other currency items have some sort of useful function too, but the reality is that the most valuable ones are only worth using for the players that really know how to take advantage of the complex crafting system the game has in place. That said, these orbs and basically anything cool you find still has value to you, because if you hit a progression wall at any point post-campaign, the easiest way to solve your problem is to trade for gear upgrades. Trading in Path of Exile is a hot topic. I won't get too much into it, but it's crazy to me that trade is still in its current state in 2023. To put it simply, to sell something, you need to buy a premium stash tab, which costs a few real dollars. GGG does need to make money, so it's fine, whatever. Then you have to put whatever you want to sell into that tab, give it a price, and hope that someone wants to buy it. If someone does want to buy it, they'll send you a message in game, which you'll ignore because you're in the middle of a boss fight or something. If you happen to not be busy, you can invite them to your party, they come to your hideout, and then you trade with them. If you want to buy something, you have to look it up on the official Path of Exile trade website and send messages to dozens of players until one of them finally responds. Yeah, you have to be online to trade anything. Isn't that wild? It's freaking 2023. Auction houses have existed in games for decades now, but no, we can't have that in our old school ARPG. Let this sink in. Trading is meant to not be enjoyable. They do not want you to like trading. They want you to be miserable while trading. Let me tell you, they have succeeded. And that's why outside tools and organizations like the TFT Discord exist. No, not that TFT, which I won't say anything about because I don't really have anything good to say about it, and boy would it suck if I happened to get banned from it for saying something along the lines of, wow, some of the people behind TFT sure have fragile egos, huh? Oh shit. Regardless, eventually if you get addicted to this game like me, you'll reach a point where the only thing you care about is how many bucks per hour you're making, so you can get filthy rich and play crazy builds that are super expensive. It's also usually somewhere around this point, at about 100 hours of playtime into a league, that an insidious and depressing thought slowly creeps into my head. Am I actually having fun? The answer for me is usually, nah, not really. I'm just hopelessly addicted to the dopamine hit I get whenever something big drops, and that's what keeps me going. Now, the sensible thing to do here would be to stop playing altogether and spend my time doing something I actually enjoy, but what can I say? Love makes you do crazy things sometimes. Look, I know this hasn't been the most convincing video in terms of making you want to play Path of Exile. In fact, you might even think I don't want you to play at all, but you know what? The reality is this. I don't really care. You do you, man. I'm just going over how I perceive this amazing but definitely flawed game, and you can totally decide for yourself. I could talk about Path of Exile for hours, but I think I went over enough for one video. If you want more though, and want to help a guy out, click this button right here. Yeah, just like that. If somehow after watching all of this, you're still interested in playing Path of Exile, welcome to the club. I've got Tears of Despair, This is a Buff, and Oops, I Did It Again. What'll it be? Also, do yourself a favor and watch my beginner's guide.
Anyway.
The Panera You Pick 2 you've always loved now has a price you'll love
That
even
was one
more.
of my...
Starting at $9.50, mix 2
I have to stop
Panera
with
Fix.
myself on stream. How do I stop watching you?
You never want to stop watching me.
There we go. Okay, so that's one of my favorite YouTubers, like probably ever. He's barely watched, but his editing, he puts like a genuine amount of time and effort into it. That's enjoyable. Yeah, no, he's just good as far as that goes.
On
And
point.
Very on fleek. some might say. But you have a great night, my guy.
I will.
I'll see you around.
What are you gonna do?
Probably. That's a good question, my friend. Probably shower and then go like get lunch and go to work.
Lunch.
Yeah, for me, I am going to enjoy a burger at a bar and see if it's delicious like everyone's at work says it is. I've been asking around about the best burger in Connorsville, and the amount of times I've been told the answer is McDonald's just makes me want to cry.
I mean,
I am.
there's something about it. There's just something about it, you know?
No, just no.
It's signature.
That is true, but is it the best burger in Connorsville? I really hope not. You know?
You know, Wendy's used to bring it more.
Wendy's has a very solid burger. I definitely appreciate it more often than I do McDonald's. They have this junior bacon cheeseburger that's like I think $2. If I remember right, it's been a couple months. But I would go there and I just get one of those with like, add the onions and pickles to it because it already comes with like mayonnaise and tomato and lettuce. It's a really nice burger. The problem is that it's not consistent because it's fast food and it's Wendy's. So
Now I'm wanting a burger.
well, I don't think you're gonna stay awake that long, but I'm going to your gang's Maplewood Inn in probably about 30 minutes because I'm gonna shower and stuff. So
Cool.
What? You have a good one?
Alrighty. Enjoy the burger.
I will. I'll also let you know if it was juicy and delicious or not.
I would like to know.
Toodles.